Oye, boletín, estoy comiendo mierda aquí. I'm over here with my boy Zac, Mahi Maniacs in the house. I'm gonna bring him on and talk a little bit about fishing and give you guys a little 411. You're welcome. I know. Zac, what's up, man? Thank you for coming on board.
What's going on, Paulo? Thanks for having me.
Oh yeah, I got a few little things. I want to start a little unique now. I'm gonna do a little jingle, but you have to not say it the right way. Okay. You have to say what comes to mind to you.
Okay.
Red Bull gives you
Lures.
lures.
No. Thunders are beautiful, bro.
Nice.
I have a military background. Then I served as a police officer protecting the community, chasing down threats. But beyond the badges in the battlefield, I've always felt something deeper, a connection to the wild. Now I spend my time in the outdoors fishing calm waters, hunting in daylight, tracking through the night, and diving deep to catch lobsters beneath the surface. This is not just something I do. This is my world. And if you're ready to experience the wild with me, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe.
All right, next one. It's Verizon. Can you blank me now?
Fish with me now.
There you go. That's a good one. Skittles taste of
Mahi.
Mahi. Oi. Like a good neighbor, blank is there.
Mahi Maniacs.
Woo! This guy's on point. Arby's, we have the
Mahi.
Mahis. I would have said the lures better, but whatever. Oi.
That's a good one, though.
Mahi Maniacs in the house. Let's educate people about who you are as a person. What was it like growing up? Like when you were a kid, what was it like? Were your parents together? Divorced?
Yeah, parents happily married, still are.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Jeez, and hopefully they don't watch this and quote me on the years, but it's over 40 years they've been together.
That's an accomplishment, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Siblings?
I have one sister.
One sister?
Nope, one sister. Actually, all of them, they just moved down here a couple of years ago.
Okay.
They live in Fort Myers. So
Fort Myers is a
they
good
saw me
place
living
to
the
be.
Florida life, and they're like, we need some of that.
So where'd you come from? Where was your background?
Connecticut.
Connecticut?
I feel like I have a lot of roots in Vermont. You know, I spent a lot of my weekends up there. My family has property up there. Actually, my father's up there now, working on the cabin by himself.
Man, I wish I had the experience of living up there for a while. Because I know it's totally different from Miami and the South Florida living. It's not like anything else.
Right.
I did the North Carolina, South Carolinas, but I definitely want
Winters are long. Yeah.
The neighborly love is different, especially on certain places where you live.
Yeah, I mean the north. There's a big perception about people are more cold up there and things like that. But
No.
I feel
bet.
they're very friendly.
Yeah.
Especially New Yorkers kind of get that vibe. We're not too far from New York, but yeah, overall it's a beautiful place to live. Everyone that goes there.
Were you a big sports fan?
Not really. I grew up kind of outdoors life. We spent a lot of time in Vermont. I had dirt bikes, snowmobiles. I mean, during the winter, every weekend we would go to Vermont snowmobiling. Me and my dad had a really good group of guys that would go snowmobiling, and we had
Good youth, man. Wow. I just picture that as a kid in the neighborhood and doing stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, Vermont is, it's got a special place in my heart, more so than Connecticut. I feel a lot of my memories growing up are of Vermont. So
Nice, bro. Wow. I'm gonna have to talk to you another day. Look for pictures or something so I can see if I could put up a few of those.
I have some great pictures you can show.
High school. What high school did you go to?
Probably a high school no one ever heard of.
What was it?
Windsor Locks High School. Yeah, it's a small little town in Connecticut. We're only half dozen miles from Massachusetts.
Yeah.
So I live near, if you look at the map of Connecticut, it's got like a little notch in the top. I live not too far from that notch.
High school. What was the name of the high school?
Windsor Locks High School.
Winter Locks High School.
Windsor.
Oh, Windsor.
Windsor Locks, yeah. So Windsor Locks got its name. It's actually part of the Connecticut River. It's a river town in Connecticut, northern Connecticut. It's got its name from, it's the only impassable part of the Connecticut River that has rapids. So back in late 1800s, maybe mid 1800s, they had to build locks so they can get the cargo ships up and down the Connecticut River, at least past northern Connecticut. So
Damn.
they built these locks that were probably 50 feet wide, concrete lined, and they used to pull the cargo ships up and down, or boats. It was probably boats then, with oxen. It was like a 6 mile long.
Did you ever try swimming that shit?
No, not you. I probably wouldn't.
Because usually as our youth, we do dumb shit.
Yeah.
What was the mascot? What was the
It
mascot?
was a raider, like a pirate.
Okay.
Yep, Windsor Locks Raiders.
It explains why it's Zac the Butt Pirate.
Well, I don't think I've never been called that. So.
Did you go to college up there too?
No. So when I was in the military, I did college because I had a pretty specialized degree.
Okay. Your wife, when did you meet her?
I met her when I was in Key West.
Okay.
Yep.
So and you've been with your wife for how long?
Geez, we're about to hit married. We're about to hit 12 years.
12
married.
years.
Yeah, we're gonna hit 12 years.
A beautiful wife. She's come over with you a few times, carried on good conversations, and you have 3 girls,
3 daughters.
3 strikes out. Whatever you do, don't go for
Everyone
that boy, bro.
Everyone says the 4th one's going to be a boy. I heard that from number 2. Oh, the 2nd one's going to be a boy. The 3rd one's going to be a boy. But
Don't do
I love
that
all my daughters. They're great.
But don't go for another one. Trust me, you're gonna strike the fuck out.
I know what I'm batting.
It's 15s, at least for us. We do the 15s, and then when they get married, usually it's the father that has to pay for the wedding. Don't trust me, bro. Don't do it. Yep. So you met her once you were already in
Key West. Yeah, I was in the military.
In what, the Navy?
Navy.
How old were you? What year was it?
That I met her?
No, that you joined.
I joined.
Navy.
I was 17. So I actually graduated boot camp. I was a few days before my 18th birthday.
What year was this? Do you remember?
2006.
Sheesh. Yeah, it wasn't that long ago, but trust me, it was long ago.
It feels. I mean, we're coming up 19 years now.
Yeah, but we're not that old.
But
I went in 2003. That's why.
Yeah. It feels like it was a long time ago, but
we're not that old.
We're not that old.
I definitely, my body feels old, but my mind, I feel like a little kid, bro. How long was your tour in the Navy? Like how many years did you do?
I did 7 years.
7 years?
7 years.
MOS?
So Navy, for the Navy, I was a AC, which is air traffic controller.
Nice.
So, I did air traffic control.
That's an interesting job, and you have a value in the civilian workforce,
Right?
Which was a lot of people don't know this. You go into the military, pick a job where you're worth something when you get out.
Translates. That's one thing my dad said. He's like, look, you want to join the military? Just do something that you can do when you get out.
Be smart.
I mean, I started flying at a young age. I was 13. I started taking flying lessons. I never really did that good in school. I wanted to just not be in school and ride my dirt bike. Or all I thought about was going to Vermont, or, I never really was applied, right?
But that good mentality and that fundamentals and discipline that you were in the military had you start up a business that is called Paradise Tackle. And there you have a lure company.
Correct.
That's called Mahi Maniacs. For those that don't know, he started, what year did you start this company?
I started Paradise Tackle in 2020.
2020. So he's been, dealing with this for a while. Mahi Maniacs.
5 years.
It's what I ended up reaching out to him. I tried it one time, fell in love. It was a constant hit. I've put together some fishing tournament, and it's a tournament winning catches with these lures. Look at the size of those fish. So that was first place, second place, and third place. So there's pretty big fish getting caught with your lures. And what stores carry your product?
In Miami, El Capitan.
Okay.
They're actually the only store currently in Miami that carries them.
Where else?
In the Keys, we have JD Outdoors.
JD Outdoors.
We have Lower Keys Bait and Tackle in Big Pine. Mm-hmm. And we have Key West Bait and Tackle down in
you're branching out. That's
Key
good.
West. Yep. We're growing. And always looking to expand. That's the best thing is, I'd rather the tackle shops sell my products, right? When you're a business, you have to focus on the products, the developments, coming out with new products.
Reputation.
Yep. Let's let the tackle shops handle the retail. That's what they do the best.
Well, you know what? Let's educate people on why they should take an interest on you and your product. Let's educate them on the backside and the scientific structure of catching and being successful on catching mahi. For those of you who don't know what mahi fish even is, they're just beautiful fish. They have this nice gold, green, blue, these weird colors that they're just beautiful to look at.
Fastest growing.
They do grow fast as hell. Look at that thing. It's just beautiful. If you take a picture freshly after it's caught, you'll be able to capture all that. You have the bull is the male, the cow is the female, which is why when I do the tournaments, I do the belt buckle.
Right.
Are you big into fishing mahi specifically, or what do you primarily like to?
Well, I love mahi so much. I have a business called Mahi Maniacs.
Yeah.
And with that, a group,
Yeah.
Facebook group. We have over 40,000 people in it.
And you guys share information there,
right.
correct?
Yep.
Yeah, especially in South Florida. They love the tropical, subtropical terrain. Debris, if you find any debris, your seaweed lines, just find those structures.
Structure in life. Birds, bait. Really, you want to find the bait, but birds are usually working the bait that's on the surface, and then underneath them is the mahi.
Legally, for those that don't know, they did change it, I think like a year or two ago, where it's 5 per person instead of 10 per person, 30 per vessel.
In state waters.
In
Let's add
state
that
waters. Yeah, in state waters. It's just be careful, people. Don't get greedy over just a few mahis that in reality it's not worth the headache.
And from my understanding, if you do catch the federal limit, which is 10 per person, right? And you stop in state waters, they'll get you for the state limit on the mahi.
You have to
so
be.
if you go straight from offshore, outside federal water or in federal waters, you can keep the federal limit. You can't make any stops though. No sandbar, nothing.
Yeah, I've had with friends, and I've been like, oh, we got to be careful, bro. It's 20 inches to the fork.
The fork
of the tail. So, people, if they're not there or it's questionable, throw it back. It's not worth it.
So let me ask you this. So, in my Mahi Maniacs Facebook group, right? I last week I thought, what's the shallowest you've caught a mahi? What is the shallowest you?
32 feet of water.
Right.
In Key Largo.
A lot of people think that you have to go out deep. You need to
and
go
a
out
stud.
to 600, 800. But looking through, scrolling through that, I've seen people, they catch them off piers.
Yeah.
I've seen Pensacola, they catch them on piers up there.
So,
or was it Destin? But
I tell people you just got to try.
right.
If you don't even go out there and give it a shot, you don't know.
I feel the biggest mistake with people fishing mahi is they drive over fish to get fish or to look for fish, right? So usually when I go out, I start, at the drop off. If I see something looking fishy, birds or anything, I'm going to try. And then I'll just slowly zigzag my way out until we find the holy grail, like a nice big weed line or something.
Which is what I like. I like to run and gun. I don't like to troll blindly. I like to find something worth trolling, troll around it, zigzag, and then move on to the next promising looking area. Just on Miami, this last year, they've been catching 50+ pounders on a constant basis.
I feel this was one of the better years I've seen in the last half dozen years.
But because they did the 5 per person limit, I think that's been allowing them to grow a little bit better. The eating is good. You have any specialty that you like to cook it? Special way you like to cook it?
Oh, my wife is the chef extraordinaire. She likes to bread it in panko and makes like a sauce for the top of it. Yeah, it's good.
You know, I don't even eat fish.
You don't eat fish?
I don't even eat fish. I don't even like the fish, bro. The mahi, because it's the hunting style, the tuna,
it's
the
more
mahi.
of a search.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's the hunt
Stalking.
for it. But I don't like fishing. I don't like any of that. But I'm not stupid. I saw business-wise. I was like, people love the content. It's the camaraderie with your friends.
Wait. No. Wait, if he comes around, I'm gonna get him. Wait. Relax. No, get him. I got him, bro. Get that nigga. I got that motherfucker. Tremendo pescado. ¡Levántalo! ¡Levántalo! ¡Vamos,
So that is what I like to record, and that is why I fish. The brotherhood, the connection you make with your friends, the reset to that depression, anxiety, or whatever it is that you're going through in your life, that can help give you a quick reset. And that's why I fish.
And one reason I like offshore fishing so much is, and really it's all kind of saltwater fishing, is once you hook the fish, it's not over. You know, like hunting, you know, you get a good shot, the deer's down, the game is down. It's pretty much over. After that, you're just cleaning, watering, packing, you know.
But it's not done.
It's not
'cause
done.
You're still talking with your friends.
No, there's still the camaraderie with it, right?
Probably halfway
Right.
into it.
But fishing, I mean, you can, that fish could have been 15, 20 minute, 30-minute fight if you caught him on light tackle. And sometimes even an hour if you got him a 20-pound test, right? That's what I really enjoy about it. And it's more of a team effort. Like that fish, you need someone to really gaff. You need someone to drive the boat to keep the fish in the right place behind you, especially if you're still trolling, right?
The other lines,
Right.
somebody needs
That's
to
why I
bring
love
in.
mahi fishing, and I feel you get that more with mahi than really any other offshore fish. There's more of a team. Marlin fishing there is. Usually once you hook a big one, though, you're pulling everything in. You know, you're not going to keep trolling 3 lines.
What type of tackle do you use for mahi trolling? Like, what do you use as a reel?
A reel, anywhere usually from a 20 up to a 50. Anything over that, I think's overkill.
Yeah, overkill. I usually use, I want to say like 10 years ago, I would buy internationals on Craigslist. I would buy 30 TWs. And that's usually what I have with 30-pound mono.
30 wide's a good all around.
It is, let me tell you, if you can find an SW or the VSWs now, it is what it is.
Even the Shimano TLDs, if you want a little.
I started with the
Those
TLD
are nice.
25s.
Yep, 25s are nice. Even the 15s. A 15 is all you really need to pull a mahi lure.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
know? It's just you don't have the line capacity. So if you get that wahoo, you get.
No,
that
yeah,
bigger
you're not going to use it
fish.
for
You're
wahoo.
not, yeah.
big
But
time, yeah.
I've caught a lot of wahoo while out trolling for mahi.
Yeah.
You know, especially if you're trolling closer to the reef or the drop off.
Some people like to troll with ballyhoos, and I know you make chuggers. So I know you make some really nice chuggers that you can always drop in the line, and those come with what is it? Braid, not braid, wire.
Wire.
So
Yep.
sometimes you can use it with wire, drop the chugger, and that way the chugger protects the ballyhoo from destroying itself.
Right. Yeah. It actually have some right there.
Yeah. Oh, I'll pop it up. That's why I can always
Yeah.
pop it up as an overlay.
Yeah, so I created the Bally lure. So I like bubbles. I like splashing. I like, kind of what
So do they.
and that's what mahi do. When you're making lures, you need to kind of think like the fish, and you have to think of what looks delicious for a fish, right? Color, skirt wise, things like that. So the Bally lure I made, I have a conical like cave in the back of the lure for the beak of the ballyhoo to go into.
Yeah,
and
you have the red, white, and blue, which, by the way,
I do have red, white, and blue. Patriotic.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
For those that don't know, check it out. Isa, can you zoom into mine? There you go. Red, white, and blue. Mahi Maniacs.
Looks like an injured flying fish.
Get you some. And you just came out with some with wing tips on it.
Right.
I have not tried these out. As you saw, my boat is still out of commission for a little bit. Shout out to Atlantic Marine installing the Suzukis. The Boat Pro did all the electrical. I have Barracuda. I don't know what his name is. Raulito. And we went to Iraq together. I don't know what his company is. He's doing the marine mat for me.
Right. It's
Hey.
it's looking clean. can't
Hey,
wait to go
Miami
on that.
Vice Upholstery did an amazing job.
Nice.
Miami Powder. I have so many sponsors helping me out. If I forgot somebody, coño, bear with me. Miami Powder is crazy? Oh. Well, yeah, and on his shirts, it's a blade width. But I want to get these guys out there. because I want to see the action and record what the wing does for it. Do you have any content with it in the water?
So I tied them. I've tested them. I've caught fish with them, and unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to record it. But
I'm gonna see if
we've sold a lot of them, and the feedback's great because I have people with 3 or 4 orders, the same person making 2, 3, 4 orders several times.
It's unique. I haven't seen anybody else doing any of that.
There's other companies with wings, but the thing is with Mahi Maniacs, our skirts are such high quality, right?
Yeah.
I take a lot of lures out of the package and they stink.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've had times where, because we retail a lot of tackle, over 24 brands on Paradise Tackle, and my wife walks in the house and goes, "What does that smell?"
Yeah, and then they
You don't
dry
get that
rot.
with-
The
yeah.
rubber itself starts to dry
so
rot if you leave it on the boat.
Our lures, crystal clear. I still have the same lure I've been fishing for 5 years. Granted, I do have a lot of lures. I know someone in the industry, so.
You're doing all right.
What's that?
No, I was just telling Isa she didn't know if we were gonna put another clip on.
Oh, yeah.
But-
So crystal clear resin. It doesn't yellow.
What's the warranty on your lures?
Well, geez, I never thought of a warranty with a lure.
I'm asking because
This is the thing. So
it's just as a business type of question.
it's funny how you ask that. So what would a warranty look like on a fishing lure?
Let's say the hook broke right off.
Well, the hook. So the hook broke.
George S. Flow Fishing, when he sees this video, he will write there on the comment, and I have it down there. We ran into tunas. I'll tell you the story as quick as I can. He hates tuna and mahi fishing. And I'm like, bro, we're right on top of them. Give me a second. And I kept getting the bite. I was like, fudge. I kept letting line out. Long story short, after being there and fighting with him, no, give me a minute. I reel it in. The hook broke off. So I kept getting the bite and fooling the pool, but there's no hook.
Right. So you didn't get the hook set. So
FML.
I use Mustad hooks.
Okay.
I use
all the great hooks.
Quality products, right? I use good line. Now, it's hard to warranty something that, you could, someone could go out there and a Wahoo could come in and annihilate it, right?
Yeah.
So now if it's for craftsmanship of the product, all means, 100%.
Reach out to you, you'll swap it out.
Bring the
for
number,
whatever
you
reason.
get me or my wife will answer the phone, and which that's really the reason why I got in the lure industry and started in the tackle industry, because I just got tired of them not caring. You're just
you have a warehouse in Homestead, so in the
Correct.
event that they need to reach out to you locally,
Right.
they don't have to go middleman to the store. They can go directly to you.
Yeah, please reach out to us, and I have people call, and next thing you know, I'm 30, 45 minutes on the phone with them talking about fishing.
Yeah.
It kind of upsets my wife sometimes. She's like, "Look, come on, we got to go," and sometimes I'm late to things because I'm talking fishing with people that I didn't expect to talk to, and it's great. I love all the conversations.
Trust me, it's not a bad thing. I go through that a lot too. For those who do decide you want to try the trolling, you can do, I usually do just 2 lines. When you do a short one, it's called flat. When you do a long one, it's called shotgun. And then you could run them out of your outriggers or just straight out of the gunnels. How many lines do you like to run?
It really depends on the condition. If there's a lot of weeds, I'll do 2 or 3. If it's a nice edge, I'll do 5, 6. It also depends on the boat. I've fished boats with 9 lines out, and it's a lot of work,
It is. That's why I just do the 2.
Yeah, 2.
The short
is
has
good.
always been the best for me.
Right.
Do you have a color that you prefer?
Depends where I'm fishing. If I'm fishing in the Keys or off Miami, I like bright colors. Bright, like this green. Because mahi are cannibals. They eat themselves.
Yeah, I know.
They eat so much. When they're hungry, they're eating.
Yes.
So I like to match. I like to match what they're eating, which is themselves. Pinks. I have a rainbow color, which I'm actually out of stock out now. I sold.
And I always put it up there. I
of them.
love.
Actually, you have it right there.
I love.
sold my last
that
one 2 weeks
is
ago.
my favorite
Yep.
one. Isa, it's good. It's a good
And now
one.
I got wings on it.
Yeah. Oh, I need to get one with
Let's
the
pull.
wings.
Oh, I wish we could pull that off.
I can always remember. I can always
you
add
can
that
show it,
later on,
yeah.
especially get it from your website, and it'll have your information.
Right.
But
yeah, that's and blue,
good
blue
lure.
and silvers are good. Like that one that you have there. That's anything blue is really good because it looks like a flying fish.
I've learned that the light colors do better when they're close, and the dark colors when I shotgun it. So for flats, I like light colors. Shotgun, I do dark. But to each his own. Those things, yeah, they even eat themselves. So I
like
usually it's
to
whatever.
So usually if I'm gonna do five line spread, single outrigger each side, 2 flat lines and 1 shotgun, I like to run a chain.
That's
a
right. I
blue
forgot to
and a
mention
pink
you have daisy chain as well.
on the outriggers.
Yeah.
I'll have a long and short side. So long side, I'll have a blue chain.
Yes.
With the hook in the last one, which we also have teasers with no hooks. Some guys like
No,
to.
I like to at least have
Some guys
one
like
with
to
it.
tease.
Yeah, at least, come on.
And sometimes the fish. That's really a big thing for sailfish. Sailfish will usually come in and whack the teaser.
Yeah.
And you usually don't. They don't like things with a lot of weight, from my experience. So like resin head lures, things like that. But they'll come in and play with it.
Yeah,
they'll
I've
come in
seen
and
them
whack
show
it,
up by the
and
boat,
then-
and you're like, oh, what?
So on my short side, I'll run a daisy chain off the outrigger, and then I'll have a skirted ballyhoo on the flat line, short, right? And then usually they'll come in and if they don't hit the chain, they'll come in and whack the ballyhoo, the rig ballyhoo with the bally lure.
Don't say you're not learning something here from Zac, people.
And then the long side, same thing, except I'll usually do a different color. So
What speed do you like to troll?
4 to 7 knots.
Yeah, for me, sometimes
usually-
3.5,
Yeah.
4.5. I'm usually
If you're
slow,
trolling
chill.
meat, you want to do 4 to 5 knots.
Yeah.
If you're doing just lures, you can bump it up a little. And I'll play with the speed. If I'm trolling for a half hour and I get no bites, I'll bump it up a knot. You know, and-
Sometimes the current also
Right.
plays with you.
yeah, also that too. If you're going against the current,
People
with the current.
think, oh, you have to be, oh, this is the speed based on the internet. And listen, people, you have to go based off of what the current has you traveling.
Right. Yeah, and then the shotgun, which is usually 150, 200 feet behind the spread, usually where your wake is kind of dissipating.
Yes.
I'll run like a big ballyhoo, horse ballyhoo with either a bally lure or a chain, or even you could even put one of our teasers.
Yeah.
And the thing that a lot of people are liking about our Maniac teaser is you can hook any lure you want to it, or just a naked ballyhoo if you want. You can take a naked ballyhoo and attach it, so you have essentially 6 lures you're putting out there. You have a hard plastic bird followed by 4 squids, and then a little 6-foot drop back, and then the bait. So it's a really natural looking presentation.
It is. And like I said to people, you have so many different colors and variations that I'll put it up, and I'm going to add the link to your website for those who want to check them out. I want to get into, because being a business owner comes with a lot of stress. And I wanted to ask you, how's your sleep? Have you been getting your good night's rest? Or do you feel that every day you wake up stressed and hitting the grind?
I wake up at 2 a.m. with ideas.
People don't know.
I think, and next thing you know, I'm grabbing my phone, writing it down in the note. Look into this, and I have probably a 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper with just ideas that I need to explore. And when you're busy, I mean, just having a business, just the legal side of things of filing your sales tax that you have to do either monthly or quarterly, depending upon how much you collect, and just all the other legal things you have to do just for your business, bookkeeping. I mean, that's just a full-time job in itself, let alone doing the business part of it.
The stores making sure they constantly are in stock, and they're never having to hound you down for inventory.
So that's a big reason why I started this. Was I don't like tackle shops having to run to me. I don't like empty pegs. I don't like.
Bueno, and you got a problem, Capitan, because they're always running out. They're always selling out of your product, which is a good problem to have.
That's. Sometimes it is a struggle keeping the pegs full because especially during the busy time. And the great thing about down here is you're catching mahi year round. A lot of people say, "Oh, mahi season," but if you're going
I think
out,
in the winter they come in a little bit though.
they do come in. I feel, and during the summer you do get the migration that moves north. But you're catching smaller ones in the winter. If you're catching mahi, you're catching some nice sized ones out there.
Yeah.
Even now, I see down Almirada, they're posting some nice gaffers right now. And
you can still catch tunas with them too. Sometimes the
oh,
tunas will
yeah.
end up.
Don't let the name
clobbering
fool
with them.
you. They don't just catch mahi. We've had people catch marlin, wahoo. Actually, that rainbow color right there is really good for wahoo on a planer, on a weight, on the flat line.
People, if you do try out their product, we're not forcing you, but if you do and you're successful and you post a picture, tag Paradise Tackle, Mahi Maniacs, show some love.
Real outdoorsman.
Listen, at the end of the day, I wanted you here so that I can let my people know that you exist and that you truly are a good person. You're a family man. And I doubt, and I say this because I doubt it, because I see it in what I'm doing and what I got going on, that your friends and your family, because we hide it from them too, though, they don't even support you. That the support you probably get for what you're doing is like total strangers. The friends and family you can't depend on. I hide all my problems and all my stress from my family. This is not their problem. This is mine, right? So it's a burden on us as men. And it's normal. I'm not crying or bitching about it. It's just what we're supposed to do in our generation, right? But our friends and family, you would think they would be like, hey, what's going on? Are you all right? How can I support you? Let me share your posts and let me that. They're the last ones to give a shit. They don't even ask, right? But do you work out? How's your eating? Have you been trying to take care of that? Because, Papo.
Hey. I'm well fed.
You're well fed, man.
So,
but it is a good way to relieve stress. That's what I say. Let's start working out. I want to motivate people. Let's get out there. What other hobbies do you have?
Fishing. Did I tell you that I fish?
Yes, Mahi Maniacs.
I work. That's my other hobby.
That's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, so I do have another full-time job.
I want you to somehow hit the gym for like an hour or go for a walk, because that physical fitness, and I say this because I personally know people who have taken their lives, and we have to get to that point where we do things to avoid us ever getting to that level.
Well, and that's the thing where you're saying with the business. You know, I started a business. I thought I got into the tackle industry. I thought I was going to fish more. I don't.
All you do is work.
I work, and then I work some more. You know, and even my wife, you know, she sacrifices a lot for me.
They do, which is why we can't put more stress on them. And,
do my, for my business, you know, or I'm going to say our business.
She's
as
got
much
the
as my
kids.
wife. Yeah, she works just as hard, if not harder than me. With 3 kids, we homeschool. It's, we're all in.
No,
but it's worth it. I mean, when I see people tag us in pictures, when they, when I see orders come through, I get reviews. I see our Trustpilot. I see people in our group tagging us.
I get it, but you got to make sure that you take a moment for you.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why I want people to start getting back into, even if it's a walk. I go sometimes at 5 o'clock in the fucking morning. I go for a 1-hour walk with my dog. Sometimes I run. Sometimes my knees ain't up for it, and I go for a walk. But your mind needs it. And then it helps me fall asleep that night because my body is a little tired. So it's less getting worked up here,
My wife always asks me, or she asks me a lot to go to the gym with her. I'm like, I'm tired. I'm tired.
I get it,
I got
but
this
you have
to do. I got this to do. It's.
If we went to that gym, I guarantee you'd be more strategic with your time, because there's people out there making stupid money with more on their plate.
Right.
They're just being more strategic with their time.
Right.
So
that's the only thing you can't make more of. Time.
I would recommend going to the range and shooting as a hobby, but let's see how Home Slice does at the Shooter's Gauntlet. And the Navy air traffic controller did his best. It was 6 out of 15. It is what it is, people. At the end of the day, he was in the Navy. We can't all be Marines, you know. But, so according to my statistics, you would be a medic if you went back into the military today.
A medic, huh?
A medic. Because you know how a lot of people, they sign up, they're like, yeah, I want to be a Navy SEAL, I want to be this.
Right.
But then they don't meet any of the qualifications. And then there's like, all right, cook. They stick you into whatever job they want to put you into.
That's funny.
So, all right, my people, all the veterans out there, first responders, teachers, thank you guys out there for supporting the channel. Thank you for your service. I want you to know that it's up to you to reach out and tell somebody if you're having a bad day. All right. I'm not just servicemen and women and everybody. If it's your civilian, your friends and family, we're not all mind readers. Sometimes we can see the signs. Sometimes we can't. I believe the number is 988. There is a suicide hotline in the event that you do need somebody to talk to. I also throw my email out there. I'm always available. I make myself available on social media and on my email. You reach out to me, I'll reach out back. I have a little something for you. Isa, can you give me right over here? So I have here a little gift from Leones Martin. El socio tan tacaño que yo fui que tuve que comprar la pelota, mi gente.
Very nice.
He played in the MLB in 5 different teams. He now plays for Mexican League coming up. He told me, hey, next veteran you bring on board, please show him that he is appreciated. So again, you might not.
Where's the camera? Show him. Thank you for your service.
There you
Thank
go.
you. Thank you for that. Means a lot.
I tell people sometimes you might not know this, but you are appreciated. And in the event that you do even think of taking your life, all the damage and the hurt that you bring to your family and friends and those that you love, you have no idea, right? So that's why this podcast channel is going on. I want to reach those that have this internal conflict, and I want them to know that we are just like them, and this is how we're coping with it. Maybe they can translate it. The fishing, the hunting, the going to the range. You saw how much fun it was just shooting that little 22 in the backyard?
I remember a little differently. I mean, I shot all 15, but you know.
I got it on camera, people. The guy's in denial, just like his erectile dysfunction situation. Oh, hey, Fridays, I'm pumping out these videos. Dale. Till next time, peeps. Wajiro out. Cheers.